The Soldiers Avenue of Honour was created because 60,000 people died in World War I. The community grieved very badly for that. And in order to overcome that, in 1920, Warringah Council renamed Matheson Street, renamed the street to Soldiers Avenue, and devoted the princely sum of £20 to purchase a stand of trees, which they then progressively placed along Soldiers Avenue to create a living memorial for those that did not return. And in amongst the audience today, we have the descendants of many of those soldiers. Mick Griffin, representing Freshwater Surf Club, and its very proud history, is planting a wreath on behalf of 11 fallen soldiers who were members of Freshwater Surf Club prior to World War I. Lest we forget. Okay, we move down to what we call the Holloway tree on the corner of Eric Street and Soldiers Avenue. So we just keep moving down. Elizabeth Smith, who is the Deputy Principal of Coolaroo Public School, but her claim to fame is that she's a Holloway.
It is with great respect and love and sense of being and sense of connection that we give our honour and pay homage to our relatives, the Holloways of Harbord, or Freshwater as we now know ourselves.
Can I just take the opportunity to introduce the Premier of New South Wales, the member for Manly. We call upon him to cut the ribbon for this information plinth. This is a tree that is dedicated principally to those people who provided service to the Australian community in times of international conflict, who never got much in the way of recognition. You see the mural behind you here. The person who painted that, and I think you'll agree it's a very artistic bit of work, is Philip Brown, and he's here. We call upon the Premier to just turn a few sods on this particular tree, which is a lone pine taken from the original lone pine on the Gallipoli Peninsula, and it's in honour of Fred Austin Reynolds, who was shot dead at Gallipoli, at the Gallipoli landing. And then we move along to what is known as Iodine Joe Saunders tree. Eddie Saunders is here. Welcome, Eddie. Eddie's come down from the Gold Coast specifically for this occasion.
We'll dedicate this for Joe's mother. She was heartbroken when he was shot.
We move along to the Sugate tree. Now, ladies and gentlemen, this tree has a very strong association with Harbord Public School. Billy Sugate, who was the son of the local policeman at the time, was killed in World War I, and he was the only student from Harbord Public School, former student, who was killed in World War I. Okay, we now move up the street to what we call the Heroes Tree. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the most important tree in many respects in Soldiers Avenue. We'd like to call upon the Premier and Wendy Machin, who, apart from writing all the histories of the people that you've been discovering today, lives in this house here. Okay.